Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is Perennial Abraxas. It's actually my first time reviewing it on the channel. This is one of my favorites. Ooh, there's actually some gunk on the cap here, but that's not a surprise. This is not a fresh vintage. This is actually from 2014, so this beer is literally over 4 years old. Left in the cellar. I generally would not recommend that you age this beer. This beer is an Imperial Stout by Perennial and has the addition of ancho chili peppers, cocoa nibs, and cinnamon sticks. Comes in at 10%. And with those addition of those spices, sort of like dry hopping, except you're using spices, and just like with dry hops, it will go away with age, and so probably this is not ideal. But I don't know, I just threw it in the cellar, sort of forgot about it, so I thought I'd dig into it. So beer pours in, yeah, how does it pour? Pretty dark, yeah, pretty much like a medium to dark brown color, black in the glass. It comes with a medium to deep brown head. Let's get the aroma. Yeah, still smell. I smell some, what is that? That's the fruity cinnamon character. It's not bright up front, but it has some of that. Yeah, certainly do smell some of the cinnamon. I get a little bit of alcohol as well. Some dark fruit. Yeah, I think that might be the cinnamon playing in. Again, it's cinnamon sometimes to me just has like kind of like light fruity note to it. I also smell like a little bit of oxidation, some of that kind of just like, it smells like older aged Imperial Stout. Some chocolate in there, but yeah, it's still decently dominated by that hint of cinnamon that used to be in this beer but still shines on the nose. Cheers. Yeah, it still tastes cinnamon for sure. Oh, it has a little bit of heat as well. It has a beautiful milk chocolate creaminess. Wow, nice. Yeah. It's not a spicy cinnamon. It's sort of like it's like a subtle kind of cinnamon spice in there. Lots of milk chocolate, a little bit of kind of that oxidative, light kind of sherry kind of note in the back end. A little bit of dark fruit, really, really deep dark fruit, like a dried fig raisin kind of thing. What else is in here? Oh yeah, sorry, I keep forgetting about it. There's peppers in here. Oh, that's what it was. So on the nose, it wasn't just cinnamon, it's the peppers I was smelling. So the fruity kind of pepper note. On the flavor, there's a light tinge of heat, and ideally, actually, this beer has like a decent kind of heat to it. This is actually one of my favorites, maybe my favorite of the spice stouts. So the Chocoveza, Mexican cake, yada yada. This is arguably my favorite, and so you get that cinnamon flavor up front. The fruity pepper thing is just a little bit here. Heat is sort of subsided away. Get a little bit of chocolate. Moves on to more of this kind of chocolate syrup flavor. Nice robust roastiness on the back end. This beer is actually pretty nice with age. It's tamed down a little bit. If you don't like the heat, it's pretty much gone. The pepper flavor has largely subsided. The cinnamon flavor has become a little bit more subtle, but it's certainly there. And then you get this big, bombastic, delicious Imperial Stout behind it. So it actually didn't turn out to be a complete mess. It's actually quite delicious as for a rating. And honestly, if I had this fresh, maybe I would guess some age on it, but then generally I would say I would just guess that it was more of that kind of well-integrated kind of Imperial Stout with spices added instead of something that's bombastic, which I like in Abraxas, so probably this would have been better fresh. And then there's a little bit of that kind of like oxidative thing that's sort of sitting on my palate. It's a little bit cardboardy on the back end. As for rating, still quite delicious. Still very delicious. And as you wait more, there's a little bit of tinge of heat, just a whisper of it. Very delicious stuff still. I'm a big fan of this beer. This beer for me is getting just like this bottle right now. I still delicious. It's just like a light cinnamony Imperial Stout, and it's a really good Imperial Stout. And the age is actually shown a little bit of alcohol. It's smooth. Because the beer is not as fat. It doesn't have that kind of big sweetness and rich malt complexity. It sort of like shows its alcohol because it's like gotten a little thinner with the age. So this beer for me is still absolutely delicious. Love it. 95. Why not? 95. 96. This is Perennial Abraxas, and it's actually quite delicious with age. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know if you've aged any of these spicy stouts or something like Abraxas before. Later. Cheers.